Hey everyone, this is Rebecca from ChemKnits, and today I am going to talk to you about adding fringe onto a knit project. For this you will need scissors for cutting the fringe strips out of your desired yarn, and either a crochet hook or a yarn needle. I personally find that a crochet hook is easier for adding fringe, but sometimes you may not have one available. To start off, you will need to cut many strips for your fringe. You'll want to cut them to be approximately the same length, and you want each piece to be at least twice as long as you will want the fringe in your project to be, because each time we make fringe you'll get two, fringy pieces. So to add fringe to our project, you will insert the crochet hook into, normally you might start at an edge, but I'm going to start in the middle. You'll insert the crochet hook into the stitch where you want to, into the place where you want to apply the fringe. Taking the midpoint of your yarn, you'll attach that to your hook and pull that through the stitch. All right. You'll then put your two ends of yarn through that loop and gently pull to create a knot. And there we have it. We have our first piece of fringe attached. It's just a very simple little knot. Now the two sides of the fringe do look differently. There you can see. So it's up to you which side you want to have on the right side and which side that you want to have on your wrong side. So I am inserting my crochet hook through in this direction because I like to see this side on. I like to see the end of the loop on the right side of my fabric. Now, after you've pulled your yarn through, you may want to even out the two ends so it's even when you've made your fringe. But as I mentioned before, it is very easy to go through and trim your fringe at the end. So I'll do one more. Insert my crochet hook into the stitch. And you also don't have to add fringe to every stitch. You can add fringe to every other stitch, to every third stitch. It really depends on what you want. And you can also at each point insert more than one piece of yarn at a time if you want to have more fringe in that section. But for simplicity, I'm showing this with a single strand of yarn. So what if you don't have a crochet hook available? Well, if all you have is a yarn needle, you'll take your yarn and divide it in half, as we did before, and insert the loop end through the end of your yarn needle. Just a little bit and hold it close. And now we will insert our yarn needle through the next stitch and pull that end loop through. And so now we're in the same place that we were as we would have been with the crochet hook. We're just using, we can bring the yarn ends through the loop and pull. Oh, but you see, when I did it that way, I got the fringe added in the wrong direction as I was wanting for my project. But don't worry, it's really easy to fix this kind of mistake. As long as you have not yet pulled the fringe too tight, you can just gently pull to remove the fringe. And so again, I'm going to insert the loop end through my yarn needle, insert the yarn needle through the region where I want to attach the fringe, which is just the cast off stitch, and pull the yarn needle off carefully. I tend to hold on to the loose ends as I pull, so that way when I go through, I don't actually accidentally pull it all the way through. Insert the two ends through the loop and pull. So there we have it. Some nice fringe. Now if you can block or steam or iron your fringe before trimming it, that's helpful, but you can also just kind of very gently pull and then snip to even things out. And just to show it one more time close up, we're going to take our yarn needle and insert a folded in half piece of yarn, the loop end, through the yarn needle. There we go. Then we're going to put it through the stitch where we want to insert the fringe, pull it through, and then even out the two ends of the yarn if required, and then bring them through the loop and pull tightly. So there we have some fringe. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial from ChemKnits.